This is music, and this is a vinyl blind buy extravaganza. Yeah, you heard it. Vinyl blind buy extravaganza. Now, before you think I've gone crazy, don't worry. All of these were very cheap. I picked them up in a Discogs-based store called Vinyl.eu, and they had a crazy sort of New Year sale going on. They had more than 200,000 titles priced at 0.99 euro, and they also had lots of other titles that were very cheap. So this is a crazy haul, sort of quantity-wise, but I actually didn't pay a whole lot for it, so don't worry. And most of these are, if not all of them, are blind buys. I only picked up one 7-inch, although most of the 0.99 items were of course singles, but actually there were more 12-inch vinyls than I would expect as well, and I picked up some of those as well. But this is the 7-inch one, the Firm Radioactive. It's got 2 songs on it. I've never heard this before, so that's gonna be interesting. I can see that, I don't know if you can see it, yeah, at the bottom there's an edge split, so I gotta get this transferred to a better inner sleeve and all that stuff. And then I picked up, if you have seen one of my previous haul videos, you might have seen me showcase some Japanese vinyls from the 80s that seemed to have originally been rental records. And that was actually from this seller as well. And I managed to find some more of these Japanese, formerly rental records, vinyls in their inventory this time around. And I just kind of like the idea that they started out being rental records in Japan, probably in the 80s, and now in the 2020s they're in some weird Danish guy's collection. So this one is Takajuki Hijikata, Atomic Rooster. Looks like this. And on the back, I'm not going to show you the back of all of them, but it seems to indicate that this is maybe guitar-centric rock. I also picked up this weird item here. I've never heard these guys before. Citizen, Sex and Society. And that is just one freaking weird looking band photo. Look at those shoulder pads. Either they're shoulder pads or these guys suffer immensely from shoulder tensions, or maybe when they go to the gym they only work out their shoulders. I don't know, but it looks weird and awkward, so I couldn't help myself. I picked it up. I also picked up a Headpins album, Line of Fire, and that's because I've seen a lot of people talk about the Headpins sort of very positively, so I figured, you know what, I will check this one out. There was also an 80s Heart release. I think it's from the 80s. Bad Animals. I picked up their self-titled album, which I quite liked. So I figured I would give this one a chance as well. And this one is a bit of a weird one. It's factory sealed. It's Back on the Hunt by The Hunt. And it's factory sealed, but it has this cutout. If I can sort of, there you go. It has this cutout. So that suggests that, you know, it might be a promo, because back in the day they would sort of, either there would be like a stamp on it saying promo, or they would just cannibalize the jacket, and they opted for cannibalizing it. Of course, nowadays it's much easier with holics and services like that, where you can sort of do it digitally, but that's The Hunt. I will break the seal because I'm gonna listen to it. Got some more Japanese stuff. Gold by Kai Band. And Kai Band were apparently very famous back in the day in Japan. So hard rock. And I picked up another one here. This one still has the OB strip. Sadly, it's kind of broken on the back, but it's better than not having it. And I picked up yet another one. Kai Band. They had like these 3, so I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna pick them all up. They weren't that expensive. So that is very cool. And I think it was Metal Marty Mac who has showcased a couple of Mama's Boys releases. And I saw they had one Mama's Boys release, so I decided to pick that one up. Are they, as far as I remember, they are like a Northern Irish band from Belfast, maybe even. And I used to live in Belfast, so I figured, you know what, I'm gonna pick it up because lots of sort of converging factors. So it's this one here, Mama's Boys. So, and of course, it's very embarrassing if I'm wrong about everything I just said, but there you go. Some more Japanese stuff. I picked this one up because I thought the title was kind of funny. It's called Sexy Night. I Can't Be an Angel. And then you have the artist looking very, 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 you know, proper, even in the leather jacket. So I kind of like that juxtaposition of somebody looking proper, and then it says Sexy Night. I Can't Be an Angel. Supposed to span from kind of like pop rock to melodic hard rock. So that's going to be very interesting to listen to. I think I have heard the next one before, but I cannot remember it. And as far as I remember, it's supposed to be really cheesy. Midnight Madness by Night Ranger. It was very cheap. So, you know, I picked it up. It also kind of looks a bit goofy, right? And I also picked up another Night Ranger album. This one here. Better cover artwork, I would say. But the next one was just looked so bizarre that I had to pick it up. And I'm just scared, actually, just looking at it right now. This one here by Reckless. I have no idea what this is, but I mean, she looks really scared. You got this weird dude with flowers, and I would also look really scared if I were her. It just looks so bizarre. I mean, I have no idea. She just looks scared. And then if you look at the band photo on the back, she just looks really unhappy. So I don't know what's going on here, what they're going for. It scares me, and that's why I picked it up. Let's see if it's good or bad or just cheesy. I can guess that it's cheesy in any case. And then I picked this one up. This is not in very good condition. There's a lot of water damage and water damage on the back. And as you can see, the jacket itself is a bit crumbled. There's a tear in it. And it wasn't super cheap. But it's this one here. So I hope this one is worth it, because I saved a lot of money on the other items. Let's see. And the next one was, I think, Metal Connection. I think he showcased this one. Ugly Food. I think that was in one of his punk and metal crossover videos. I could be wrong. And I was very surprised to see that it was actually, I didn't even know this. They are apparently from my hometown, right? I had no idea. So that's pretty cool that I see this on a Canadian YouTube channel. I pick it up, and it turns out that they are apparently from my hometown. They're certainly from Denmark. Their names sound very Danish. And It says this album was recorded in Backstage Studio, Odense, Denmark in May 89. So it was recorded certainly in my hometown or birth town. Recorded and mixed in 6 days, blah, blah, blah. So ugly food. Certainly ugly food. There's a song on it called Hip Hop Shit. So that, I don't know. And instead of side A and side B, it's sides X and Y. And I think the next one, I don't know, that was also featured in a Metal Connection punk video. Yeah, God, Noisegasm. I was certainly intrigued by the cover artwork here. And it wasn't, again, too expensive, so I decided to pick it up. And the last one I'm going to show you, because that's the last one in the bunch, is Zebra. No Telling Lies. No Telling Lies. Yeah. And I have to be really careful with this one because the sort of outer sleeve it came with is completely busted. I don't know what this is. I mean, that applies for most of it. I would wager maybe AOR, hard rock or something like that. But that was a crazy update with pretty much all of them being blind buys, maybe with one exception that I'm not even sure. I think I might have heard it before. Again, remember that this was a very, very, very cheap pickup. And I got it from Vinyl.eu. So I look forward to giving all of these a spin. I have lots of new music that I accumulated last year and got some more stuff this year. So I think it's gonna 2022. Hopefully it's gonna be great, just in terms of listening to music for me. Anyways, thanks for watching.